Hello! Today we're going to talk about running Android from a Steam Deck using an open source Linux container called Waydroid. Now, what I like about Waydroid is that you can launch it directly from your Steam library rather than having a dual boot setup, which we see with Windows and SteamOS. Really keeps things simple. Now, Waydroid works by simulating a Google Pixel 5 running Android 11, which means we have full access to the Google Play Store, giving us the ability to download apps and games. Now, it's worth noting at the time of recording that not all apps and games are compatible, although as development continues, I'm fairly sure that compatibility will improve. Gaming aside, what I find interesting about this setup is the ability to download Android versions of streaming apps, and what that means is that we can download shows to watch offline, which isn't something I've seen before on a Steam Deck. Pretty cool. Before we dive into the tutorial, my thanks to 10-Minute Steam Deck Gamer for creating the Waydroid installer for Steam Deck. To begin the installation process, boot into desktop mode. If you haven't already set a super user password on your Steam Deck, you'll need to set one. You can do this from the user menu or by running the console and running the command passwd. Once you've set a password, open the console and run these commands. I'll be sure to leave them in the description. Enter your password when prompted and the process will begin. Be patient as it's downloading and installing a full operating system. If you haven't already, why not use this time to subscribe to Nerd's app? Once the install finishes, head back into gaming mode and find the Waydroid icon in your Steam Deck library under Non-Steam. You'll notice there are two Waydroid icons, but I recommend using the Cage version. To enable multi-touch, you'll need to add an always-on command action set to the controller configuration, like so. At this point, I'm just making it look pretty using the SteamGrid DB Decky plugin. If you want to know how to install Decky, check out my custom boot animations video as I cover the installation process there. Now all that's left to do is start it up. Touchscreen should work out of the gate, but you'll need to play around with the controller configuration to work out what works best for the content you use. And that's it. Let me know in the comments what creative uses you find for this. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.